Welcome to another episode of Game Time, presented this week by Newsenda Credit Union. I'm JP Murrieta, and this week we're at Albuquerque Academy, home of the Chargers and the boys basketball team, and head coach Marcos C. DeBaca. Thanks for joining us this week.
Thanks for being here.
What was it like looking back on Selection Sunday when you see Albuquerque Academy, the number one next to it, you get the top seed? What kind of feeling was that?
It was really surreal. We started the season off. We just wanted to make state tournament, get into the pit. And we've had a really nice season, so it's really exciting to see our name up there with the one by it.
Well, you did more than just making the tournament. I can see by the shirts. You got the district championship on your name. What kind of year has this been for Albuquerque Academy?
Honestly, it's been a really fun year. It started way back in the April-May timeframe. We did some one-on-one workouts. We talked about what we want to accomplish this year, and it was going to take a lot of work in the off season. So we had a really good April-May, had a really good summer program. We traditionally, you go to the summer program and you want to win some games, but we wanted to get better as a team. And then we had a really strong preseason program. So I think you've seen all that's really paid off for us.
What's the strongest part of this team's game?
I think their willingness to share the basketball. We score a lot of points, and we have 15 to 16 assists per game, and I think that makes them fun for them. Albuquerque
Academy has won 9 state titles for this program. What is tradition, and how does that resonate with these guys when you enter the postseason?
They know the tradition. They see the state championships on the wall. They know Coach Papa Brown, the tradition he held here. I'm really good friends with the Browns. Greg actually came over last week to our practice, so they're familiar with Greg Brown and the Brown history, so they understand the history here. Coach Borrego, his son is here, so there's a lot of history, and they know.
What's it like for a coach, a player, to get that opportunity to play at the pit, run down the ramp in the postseason?
It's special. I got the opportunity to do it myself, and I'm preparing them. When I first got the job 2 years ago, the very first thing I sent in a text was the road to the pit starts now, because I know how special that is for New Mexico high school basketball players, and I really want them to experience that.
This group, or Albuquerque Academy, lost in the quarterfinals last year to St. Pius. What did the team and the program learn from that experience that you're taking into this postseason?
So that hurt badly. We went to St. Pius. We played them on their home floor, and we took a loss. And that helped motivate us for the off season, the summer program, and preseason. We may meet them in the pit, who knows? But that was a big motivating factor. They got a taste of what it was to make it to state, win one, but not quite get to that Final Four. So they've been hungry.
And what's the focus with these guys at this point in the year?
Just playing our game. So last year, new coaching staff, new kids. We really didn't have an offensive or defensive identity. This year we do. And every single game, we want to establish our identity both on the offensive side and defensive side. And we're not changing anything. We're going to be who we are. We're not putting in any new plays. We'll scout the teams and adjust to, teams want to slow it down and take 9 seconds to walk it up the floor. We can adjust to that too.
Well, congratulations on a great year. Congratulations on a #1 seed, and good luck the rest of the postseason.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Game Time after this. Are you living the life of an athlete? The New Mexico Activities Association brings you Life of an Athlete, a resource for students, educators, and parents to understand the challenges students face. Athletes, one night of drinking will negatively affect your athletic performance for 2 weeks, and athletes who drink or do drugs are twice as likely to get injured. Alcohol's effects can reduce a high school athlete's potential by as much as 20 to 30%. Are you living the life of an athlete? Log on to the website to find out today.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
We wanted to take this opportunity to remind you, if you haven't already, make sure to download the NMAA 24/7 app. It's free, and free is cheap. Chances are likely you have a phone in your possession right now, so go to the App Store or Google Play and download the free NMAA 24/7 app. It's the best place to find schedules, scores, highlights, and follow your school all year. And here's the best part, we will have giveaways all throughout the year. You will be registered to win just by downloading the app and signing up. We will have prizes from Dick's Sporting Goods, Dion, Sonic, tournament pass giveaways, free tickets, and much more. You like free stuff? Then download the NMAA 24/7 app. The best place to find tournament brackets? The NMAA 24/7 app. The easiest way to find out when your team is playing next? The NMAA 24/7 app. Where can you go to find out the final score you're looking for? The NMAA 24/7 app. It's all in one place. The NMAA 24/7 app. So go to the App Store or Google Play and download the free NMAA 24/7 app.
Hi, I'm Kellen Garris from Albuquerque Academy, and welcome back to Game Time.
Welcome back to Game Time from Albuquerque Academy. We have reached the quarterfinals of the Newsenda Credit Union State Basketball Championships. Here's a look at some of the first round highlights and a breakdown of the brackets. In the opening round over the weekend, Sandia's Sydney Benali put up 34 points in a 60-46 win over Albuquerque High. The Matadors will meet up with top seed Hobbs, which happens to be a rematch of the Albuquerque Metro Tournament final from earlier this season. Volcano Vista's TT Hill had a team-high 19 points in their first-round matchup against El Dorado, as the two-time defending state champs secured a spot in the quarterfinals with a 45-35 win over the Eagles. The Hawks will face Centennial in the quarters. The La Cueva Bears jumped out to a 21-3 lead over Mayfield and never looked back in a 49-29 win over the Trojans. La Cueva takes on Carlsbad next. Here's a look at the bracket and Tuesday's matchups. All of the top 8 seeds won their opening round games. All of these games will be played Tuesday at the Pit. All of the 4A quarterfinal games will also be played Tuesday at the Pit. Top seed and defending state champ Kirtland Central will face Four Corners foe Bloomfield. The other matchups are Hope and Artesia starting the morning, St. Pius and Los Alamos squaring off at 11:30, and Valencia and Gallup will play the 3 p.m. matchup. In Class 3A, all of the top 8 seeds won and advanced. No surprises in this bracket yet. Robertson is the defending state champ and top seed. Their game is Tuesday at 1:15 at the Rio Rancho Event Center. The Class 2A bracket looks like this. Your 8 left standing are Escalante, Clayton, Pecos, Capitan, Laguna Acoma Dulce, Texaco, and Mesa Vista. All of these games will take place Tuesday at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Here's a look at the Elite 8 in Girls Class 1A. All of these games will be played at Bernalillo High School on Wednesday. Top-ranked Melrose will see Springer at 6:30 Wednesday night. The Class A boys quarterfinals will also be played at Bernalillo High School. Two-time defending state champ Magdalena is still undefeated 29 games into this season. In fact, the Steers are riding a 44-game win streak dating back to last season. Magdalena will meet up with Logan at 8:15 Wednesday night. In Class 2A, defending state champ Manal advanced with a 68-49 victory over Lordsburg. The Panthers had 11 players score in this one. Manal will take on Santa Rosa Wednesday at 11:30 at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Top-ranked Pecos had no problem in their opener. The Panthers will play Eunice in the quarters on Wednesday. The other matchups in this bracket Wednesday at the Rio Rancho Event Center include Texaco and Escalante at 3 in the afternoon and ATC playing in their first state tournament ever against JAL at 8 in the morning. In Class 3A, number 11 seed Ruidoso went on the road and pulled off the upset at Bosque. The Warriors jumped out to a 14-point lead in the first quarter and held on for the 74-68 win. Ruidoso gets defending state champ Robertson next at 9:45 Wednesday morning in the Rio Rancho Event Center. Santa Fe Indian School went down to the wire with Hot Springs. Owen Pecos hit the game-winning bucket to give Santa Fe Indian School a 44-43 win. They will face Navajo Prep Wednesday night at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Another exciting opening round game took place in Crown Point. The host Eagles were down 1 in the closing seconds against West Las Vegas, but scored the go-ahead bucket with only a couple ticks left on the clock and advanced with a 61-60 victory over the Dons. Crown Point will take on Sandia Prep Wednesday at 1:15. Top seed St. Michael's handled Tucumcari to move on. Senior Adam Montoya scored a game-high 34 points for the Horsemen in that one. They will see Socorro Wednesday at 4:45 at the Rio Rancho Event Center. In Class 4A, top seed Albuquerque Academy had no problem with Goddard in their opener. Kellen Garris turned in a team-high 23 points in their 82-52 win over the Rockets. The Chargers move on to take on Deming Wednesday at the Pit. Defending state champ Highland buried Powake in the opening round 84-41. The Hornets hit 12 three-pointers in this game. Highland will take on Taos Wednesday at 6:30 at the Pit. The other 4A matchups are Valley and Artesia Wednesday at 3, and St. Pius at Hope Wednesday at 8 in the morning. Hope Christian's Jet Wyckoff had a career-best 36 points in the Huskies' win over Kirtland Central. In 5A, Capital's Isaac Ortega with the best assist of the tourney so far, behind the back for the bucket, but the Jaguars fell hard to top-ranked defending state champ Volcano Vista 88-60. West Mesa's moving on to the quarters after beating Santa Fe. Elijah Brody with 17 points in their 56-41 win. The Mustangs will take on Oregon Mountain Wednesday at 9:45 at the Pit. One of the top moments of the tournament so far was Saturday night. Los Lunas and Las Cruces tied at 43 in the closing seconds, but Jaleo Griego with a game-winning bucket at the buzzer. Los Lunas moves on to the quarterfinals to face La Cueva, who pulled out a one-point win at Carlsbad. At the bottom of the bracket, 2-seed Sandia will meet up with Cleveland in the quarters. That game slated for Wednesday at 4:45 at the Pit. Once again, games this week will be played at the Pit, the Rio Rancho Event Center, and Bernalillo High School, with all the finals being played at the Pit. And don't forget, it is digital ticket sales only, no cash sales for tickets. That's going to do it for this episode of Game Time, presented this week by Nusenda Credit Union. Make sure you tune in next week to find out who is crowned state basketball champion. You know the place to find the most high school highlights is right here. We'll see you next time on Game Time.